la hallelujah, ha la hallelujah, ha la hallelujah, ha la hallelujah. Clap a hand, clap another hand, clap the one next to you, clap another hand. Clap another hand, clap the one next to you, clap another hand. Hallelujah. Raise the hand. Raise another hand. Raise the one next to you. Raise another hand and sing along. Raise another hand. Raise the one next to you. Raise another hand and sing. Sing it. Hallelujah. 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 Jesus, Prince of Peace, glory, hallelujah. Jesus, Prince of Peace, glory, hallelujah. Okay, guys. King of kings and Lord of lords, glory, hallelujah. King of kings and Lord of lords, glory, hallelujah. Hey, girls. King of kings and Lord of lords, glory, hallelujah. King of kings and Lord of lords, glory, hallelujah. Jesus, Prince of Peace, glory, hallelujah. Jesus, Prince of Peace, glory, hallelujah. King of kings and Lord of lords, glory, hallelujah. King of kings and Lord of lords, glory, hallelujah. Jesus, Prince of Peace, glory, hallelujah. Okay, let's stand up now. Prince of Peace, glory, hallelujah. King of kings and Lord. Okay, go to march.
Why don't we do this as a march and have a march someplace?
Okay, we want to march here.
Well, why don't you have the girls, why don't you have the boys start, and we'll go this way, and then the girls can kind of go this way. We'll pass each other, and we'll still sing it as a round.
Oh, we will, huh? Okay, really complicated. Okay. Ready for that, girls?
Guys, you
Girls,
follow
you
me,
march
and
that
we're
way.
gonna march,
Guys will march that
and
way.
you
You'll
kind of
pass.
march
You'll
in
come back
step
to your
with the
seats,
beat,
okay?
Well, march in step. It's a good beat song, so we're going to sing march in step. Here we go.
Okay, we're going to go a little bit faster.
We're going to go down this way and then turn on the side.
King of kings and Lord of lords, glory, hallelujah. King of kings and Lord of lords, glory, hallelujah. Ready, girls? King of kings and Lord of lords, glory, hallelujah. King of kings and Lord of lords, glory, hallelujah. Jesus, Prince of Peace, 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 glory, hallelujah. King of kings and Lord of lords, glory, hallelujah. King of kings and Lord of Prince of Peace, glory, hallelujah. Well, a pretty pathetic looking army. But you were all half asleep.
That's good practice for later on when you're going to be a real army.
Uh-oh. Let's do one more. Anybody got a favorite? No favorite?
There's one.
Andy. He's alive. He's alive. I don't know, gotta look it up. I don't know what pages. I haven't got a book out.
He's alive?
He's alive. It goes alphabetically. So H before I. 22.
Oh. Yeah.
22A.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Step over by the door, okay? And we're gonna sing a couple more songs. This got some clapping in it. Just got to put your books in your lap. Okay? We'll do the chorus twice to begin with. So you can all learn it. He's alive. He's alive. Clap, 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 clap. Y'all got that? He's alive. Clap, 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 clap. You want to do that? Try it. He's alive. Clap, 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 clap. All right, with the guitar now. Then we go on to the verses. He's alive. He's alive. First verse. I can see above the clouds and I can hear him call my name out loud. Clap, 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 clap. He's alive. He's alive. He has come that I might have life and more life than I have had before. Clap, 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 clap. He's alive. He's alive. All right.
Is your name David? You just forgot the name. Oh, yeah, so does anybody here have the name of David? Nobody's name is David, huh? Well, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about David today, and I'd like to tell you one of the stories about David and about his life. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go on to the story. Okay? The story starts out with David in Genesis. Let me read for you a little bit out of the Bible. And maybe I'll just put it in my own words to help you understand it better. And then we're going to try to see if we can take some parts. And when we take parts, somebody's going to be David's father, somebody's going to be his brother, somebody's going to be Goliath. Have you ever heard of Goliath before? Who was Goliath anyway? Anybody remember who Goliath was? Who killed who? David killed Goliath with a slingshot. That's right. Who was Goliath? Was he a midget? He was a giant. That's what our story is about today. Okay, and then the rest of you who are a specific part are going to help be the army. Now, I'd like to ask you a question. Was the army of Israel, were they afraid of, or were they ready to go out and fight against this Goliath? Why were they afraid of it?
Because
It was so big. Okay, now you know a lot of the story already. So let me read part of this story to you, and then I'm going to tell it to you, and then we're going to try to act it out. And you kind of decide what parts you'd like to play. You just think about this. David was the son of Jesse. Jesse was David's father. And they were from Bethlehem. You've heard of Bethlehem. What do you know about Bethlehem? Who was born there? Jesus. And did you know that Bethlehem is sometimes called the city of David? That's because that's where David was from. Okay? David was from Bethlehem. Now at that time, the king's name in Israel was Saul. Ever heard of Saul? King Saul? Okay, he was already an old man, and his sons were gone, and then it talks about David, and David had 3 older brothers, and they were off fighting with Saul in Saul's army. Now David, he would go out and help at the battle, but he also would come home to Bethlehem to take care of his father's sheep. So what does that make David? If he would go home and take care of his father's sheep, what was David? A shepherd. So David was a shepherd. Now he'd gone over to where the battle was, the battlefield, and David saw Goliath challenge the Israelites, and it says that every morning and every evening for 40 days, that's over a month, this big giant, Goliath, would go out and stand up there and challenge the Israelites. And you know what he'd say? He'd say, "What are you doing there lined up to battle?" He said, "I am a Philistine, and you are slaves of Saul." Were the Israelites slaves of Saul? And he was trying to really pick a fight, wasn't he? You people, listen to that. You are the Israelites. Saul is there, and he's telling you, "Hey, you people are just slaves of Saul, and I'm a Philistine." And he's saying, "What are you doing there all lined up for battle?" He says, "Choose one of your men to fight me." choose one of your men to fight me. Goliath is saying, here he is, that big giant. Do you think anybody was volunteering? No, people didn't want to volunteer to go fight. And Goliath would go on and he'd say, okay, bring him. He kills me. Then he said, we'll be your slaves. All of us Philistines will be your slaves. But he said, if I kill your man, then all of you are going to be my slaves. Well, you know what happened? The Israelite army just kind of stood there and they shook in their boots and they were afraid and they were ready to run the other direction. They didn't want to go and fight this guy. Well, one day, Jesse, who is Jesse? Who's Jesse? David's father. Okay, you answer those questions for me now. Jesse is David's father. He sent David with some bread and some cheese to the army camp, to the camp where the army was staying. And he said, take the cheese to the commanding officer and take the bread to your brothers and find out how your brothers are getting along. And then bring back a good report so that we'll know how they're doing. So David got up the next morning early and he took the food and he went. And you heard Goliath in the morning get up and make this challenge. What are you people doing all lined up there for battle? Why don't you send one of your people out to fight me? And what did the army do? They shook. They were scared. They didn't want to go fight. So David left them aside and went out to see what was happening on the battle lines. And he saw how afraid all of the people were, all of the army. He saw how afraid they were of Goliath. Well, what do you suppose David do? Did David shake in his boots too? Was he afraid? What did David do? Well, not quite yet. He started asking questions to the other men. He says, how come everybody's so afraid? Don't they know that the Lord is on our side and that we can go out and fight this guy and that we can kill him? Don't we know that God will take care of us? And Eliab, who was one of David's brothers, he heard David talking with some of the men like this. Now, are any of you an older brother? Or are you a little brother? Okay. Well, you know what? Sometimes older brothers, they hear their little brothers talking. Or an older sister hears their little sister or whatever talking. And sometimes when the little one's talking, and if they're talking like they're kind of big, you know, you listen to the little one talking, you say, you don't know what you're talking about. What in the world are you talking about? And you know, can you imagine Eliab, the older brother here, and David is the little brother. He just came from taking care of his father's sheep. And here he comes out and he starts telling these soldiers who are afraid, scared to death of this big giant. And David's telling him, what are you afraid of? Why can't you go out and fight this giant? And Eliab overhears David talking. And he says, hey kid, what do you think you're doing? You're supposed to be home taking care of Dad's sheep. What do you know about fighting in an army? You just wanted to get away from Bethlehem where you're taking care of the sheep because you wanted to come and see what's happening here at the battle. And he's trying to give him a hard time. What do you think you're doing anyway? Well, David says, you know, what have I done? Can't I even ask questions? You know, can't I even tell him about how God will take care of us? And so then when some men heard what David was saying, they told King Saul. And Saul said, well, who is this young fella? Bring him to me. So David went to King Saul, and David wasn't afraid. He said, and David told King Saul, he says, nobody ought to be afraid of this Philistine giant. And Saul said, what do you mean nobody ought to be afraid? And Saul had offered a reward, a big reward. He would give money. If somebody could go out and kill this giant, he would offer them money. He'd even give them their daughter, his daughter, to marry. And he said that their family would use them the baby would have. So Saul was afraid. Well, David said, well, if nobody else will, I'll go out and fight the giant. Well, Saul kind of laughed at him and said, how are you going to go fight the giant? And finally, you know, Saul didn't have anybody else exactly volunteering. So finally, Saul hauls out his armor. Well, Saul had this big armor, heavy armor to put on, and he starts putting it on to David. He had this man help, and they were putting this armor on to David. Do you suppose that King Saul's armor would fit David? He's just a young boy. You know, he's probably a teenager. You suppose it would fit him? You know, all this heavy armor just kind of weighed down on him, and, you know, it didn't fit him at all. It was heavy, it was cumbersome. David was a shepherd. What kind of a weapon did David use to protect his sheep? A slingshot. That's what you said before, isn't it? A slingshot. He wasn't used to wearing heavy armor and carrying a big heavy sword or spear. You you know, he wasn't used to that kind of armor and weapon. So he took it off, and he said, you know, I give up on this. He said, I'll just take my slingshot. So David went out, and in the evening, Goliath comes out on the hill again, right? And what does he say? What's Goliath say? What are you doing there? All lined up for battle. What are you doing? You guys are just slaves of Saul. And I'm a Philistine, and if you can kill me, we'll be your slaves. And I kill you, then you will be my slaves. I kill your men. Okay. So here comes David, and Saul sees this little boy come walking out, and he doesn't have any armor on. Saul's all decked out in his armor. He's got his helmet on, and he's got his big sword, you know, maybe a spear there by his side too. He's all ready for battle, isn't he? Boy, he's ready to fight. And David comes out. He's just, you know, dressed maybe in a short pair of pants or something. He comes out. He doesn't even have a sword. Doesn't have a spear. No armor. He comes out, and Saul starts laughing. What in the world are you doing sending this kid out? Won't any of you men come out and fight? What are you doing sending a kid out to fight? Well, here comes David. David comes out, picks up 5 smooth little stones from the ground. He bends down and he picks up 5 little stones, right? And then he comes out. And Saul's laughing. He doesn't believe that they're sending this kid out. He just doesn't know what in the world he's doing. And David answers all of these remarks that Saul's giving, you know, because Saul's just laughing at him and saying, what are you doing sending this kid out? And David says, you are coming with me with a sword and a spear and a javelin. Okay, you're coming with me with all this armor. But, David says, I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, God of the Israelite armies, which you have defied. And he said, this very day the Lord will put you in my power, and I will defeat you and cut off your head. What in the world? This little kid isn't scared by all of these remarks from the giant. The giant's laughing at him, and David comes and says, hey, you Goliath, you might laugh at me. You might not think I'm big enough to fight you. I don't have any armor. You have a sword, a spear, a javelin, all the armor you need. But he says, I'm coming in the power of God. And he said, God is going to put you into my power, and I'm going to fight and kill you, and I'm going to cut off your head, and all of the Philistines are going to become our slaves, and we're going to chase them and put them to death. Well, do you think Goliath believed David? But what did David do? He picked up those stones, and Goliath stood there with his spear, you know, and I suppose he was still laughing. He didn't think David was going to do anything. And David stood across the little brook from him, and he started spinning his slingshot, and with that stone in there, you know, and he let fly with the slingshot, and the stone whirled, went in the air, and what happened? It went in the air, and it hit Goliath right here on his forehead. And boy, it just knocked Goliath over, knocked him out. This big giant fell boom right on the ground. And what do you suppose the armies of Israel did? I'll bet they were really shocked, right? I mean, they weren't trembling anymore. I mean, this kid goes out to fight. They were too scared to go fight. This kid goes out to fight. He knocks the giant down, and then what does David do? He goes up, and he takes the giant's sword right out of his sheath. You know, he comes and takes this big, he couldn't even hold it with one hand. 2 hands. He takes this big, heavy sword out of Goliath's sheath. And then he stands on top of him, and he cuts off his head. And what did the armies of the Philistines do? They ran. And the armies of Israel just came and chased them. And boy, on that day, the armies of Israel, because David had won and killed Goliath, the armies of Israel won a great victory. And who was responsible for it? Did David win it all by himself?
No.
Whose power? God's power. It was because of God. It wasn't just because David was so strong by himself. He was just a boy. And he beat Goliath, a big giant. Why? Because God was on his side. And you know, that tells us something that that really teaches us something. That it doesn't matter, even if we're up against someone big or smarter, it doesn't matter if we're up against a big situation in our lives. You know, if we have God on our side, we can do great things too. It doesn't mean we have to go out and kill a giant, but we can do really right over here. And this This is the battle scene. King Saul better stand out so we see him. Okay, now we've got to. Let me see how well you can shake. Let me see you shake. Come on, oh, that's not. Come on, you can really just shake your knees, bend your knees a little, and shake. Okay, all right. Now that's practice for when Goliath starts yelling and challenging. What are you going to do when he starts yelling? You're going to shake, all right? That's great. Now, when Goliath gets killed, what are you going to do? You're all going to go, yay! Let me see a cheer. Come on. Now, at a basketball game, you'd be a little more excited than that. Come on, really, raw. Come on, yay! All right, okay. I mean, you really got to yuck it up, you know, really get glad, really. All right, here we go. Now, do you know how to yell? All right. Okay, I'll help you with the parts, all right? I'll help you when the parts come. Okay, now over here we've got David and we've got Jesse, right? Okay, David, you've got to be out here tending some sheep. Can you hear me? Okay, David is out here tending the sheep. Now, David comes home. Come on home over here. Now, Jesse is going to I'm going to walk through this with you once, and then you're going to say the parts the second time around. Okay, this is practice. Okay, now Jesse is going to say, David, I want you to take some food, some bread and cheese, to your brothers who are fighting with King Saul. Okay?
David, I want you to take some bread and cheese and food to your brothers and fight.
Okay, now David is going to get up early the next morning and come. Now, where is Eliab? Okay, Eliab, you step out. Okay, you're going to take and give these things to him. Okay, that's great. Now after you give the food there, then you're going to kind of step out here. And why don't we get a few of you to come out and join her out here? Come on. You come out and step out here and join her. Because she's going to be talking. Because now, at this point, while you're talking, it's early in the morning. So now Goliath comes out on the other hill. Now you look over this direction, David. Okay, you're going to look over here. And Goliath is going to start saying, what are you doing over there?
What are you doing over there?
All lined up. Great, okay. I'm a Philistine.
I'm a Philistine.
You're slaves of Saul.
You're slaves of Saul.
If you kill me,
You kill me,
then we'll be your slaves.
then we'll be your slaves.
But if I kill you,
If I kill you,
you'll be my slave.
then you'll be my slave.
Okay, great. Now, David, you're going to start talking with these people right around you and saying, okay, now, when you're doing it, you were supposed to shake. Let's see him say, I'm a Philistine. Let's see him shake.
I'm a Philistine.
Okay, get to shaking there. Okay, a little more shaking. There you go. Okay, now he's done talking. Now you talk to them and say, why is everyone afraid? He's a giant. Just answer her like you would. Okay, then you're going to say, don't you know that God's on our side? Okay, now Eliab, you come up and say, hey kids, what are you supposed to be home taking care of the sheep. What do you think you're talking about? That's all right. Okay, now some of you go over and tell King Saul, this man thinks that we can beat Goliath. Won't tell King Saul. One or two, that's fine.
Stop right now.
Okay, now you tell us to bring him to you. Okay? You bring David over there. Now you're going to... David, you're going to get all the way down. Oh, now you're really way down. Oh, that's a fun thing. I can't wear this. Okay, so take it off. Okay, now you're going to say, I'll just go fight the guys in the slingshot. All right? Now walk out over here. And now walk out right about here. Okay, that's great. Now you're standing there and you start scooping down to pick up 5 stones. No, not you. Now, okay. Now you start laughing at her. Who are you sending out to me? A kid to fight?
Sending out to be a kid to fight?
Okay, and you say, I might be a kid, but God's on my side. Tell him that, you have a sword and a spear, but God's on my side. Okay, now you pick up the stone. Okay, now you stand there like you're ready to fight with a sword, a spear. Okay, now what are you gonna do? Okay. Okay, what happens to Goliath? All right, now what do you do? Okay, now you gotta walk up here and take the sword out of his sheath. Put your foot up here on it. Okay,
Two hands! Two hands! You two hands!
All right, now what are you guys supposed to be doing? As soon as the giant falls, okay. And then all of you run this way. Okay, now we're gonna run through it. Okay, now let's go back. We're gonna do this run. That was practice run. Okay, get up, Goliath. You have to die one more time here today. Okay. Now we're gonna start over here. Now you know your parts. I don't have to tell you again. Okay? I'll help you if you need help. Here we go. You're over. You start out with the sheep, and then you come home, and Jeff is gonna tell you. Okay, now listen so that you can hear. Now get together over there. He's shaking over there now.
I kill yours, man! You'll be my slave! You kill me!
We'll be your slave. All right. Okay. You're talking. Okay, now you're going to tell Saul.
This kid up here thinks that he can Goliath.
Right on my arm.
You're just a kid. What are you doing? You may have spirit and armor, but I have God on my side.
Okay, would you turn around and sit here for a minute? I just want to kind of like to just finish the story. Hard to keep it in front. Okay, now listen. After that battle, there got to be a song in Israel. And the ladies and the kids and everybody started singing a song, and it went something like this. Saul has killed his thousands, but David has killed his tens of thousands. Get the difference? You know, when King Saul heard that song, he didn't like it too well. When the people were all singing about how he'd only killed thousands, but David had killed tens of thousands. In other words, David was more popular than King Saul. And what happened? King Saul got jealous. He got very jealous, and in fact, he got so jealous that he wanted to kill David. King Saul wanted to kill David because he was so jealous of him. Well, Jonathan was King Saul's son, and Jonathan really helped David and was a very good friend, and he tried to help David and protect him against his father. Eventually, Saul was killed in a battle, and Jonathan and his brothers were killed too, and David became king of Israel. David was a really great king of Israel, but you know, David made some mistakes. He didn't always do the right things. He made some mistakes. And sometimes there had to be a prophet that came and told him about it, and told him that he had sinned. Are we ever like David when we sin? Do we ever make mistakes and do things that are wrong? We do, don't we? Sometimes we have opportunities to have God on our side, and we can win some great victories like David did over Goliath. And other times we kind of blow it. We make mistakes. We do just what our parents don't want us to, or, you know, we make mistakes. But you know, when David sinned, and when it was pointed out to him that he had done wrong, David confessed and he asked God's forgiveness. God forgave David, but David also got punished. Do you ever get punished when you do something wrong?
Yeah, like throw your ball.
Now, do your parents or whoever is punishing you, do they also forgive you? They forgive you, but sometimes you still get punished. Well, you know, David was a great king. And a lot of it started just with his killing Goliath. He won a great victory because he believed God was on his side. But as he went on to be a great king, he did make some mistakes. He sinned, but he had to ask God's forgiveness, and sometimes he was punished too. But he tried to do what God wanted him to do. And that's the story I wanted to share with you about David today. Thanks for being attentive and for helping me out.
You really taking pictures though?
Yes, I should touch your head.
You wouldn't do that. Can I go underneath?
Sure. We'll put this on your tape instead.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Well, get in the car. I just wanted to take a picture of somebody.
Someone's getting some, I think.
Misc Video Corporation is proud to offer the following special video
Hey, the movie's coming on.
Come on, everybody.
Movie.
Pretty nice up here, isn't it?
We get someone like that.
Hey, babysitter.
Listen, nothing's gonna happen. This is at the opening credits.
Can you rush me down?
Where are you?
Yeah, bring that bowl up there, whatever.
Hungry? Perfect caper.
You can tell on blue screen, it always has a little washed out effect.
Maybe they're better.
I'm not gonna look at you.
He looks like crazy.
Where'd you go, LA?
What do you say?
You told me in 2 weeks.
Marcus! Come here and eat.
You knew it before me, though. Great. You know, you want to eat it right now? You want to take my bag?
We have now arrived at Elsie Alm's house where they are eating their lunch
My mom and dad.
and preparing to get ready to go swimming.
Is anyone in the pool rain? She doesn't know how to swim. Who? You.
Marcus, come over here and eat this
You don't know how to swim? No, she has dog's paddle. Shut up, Mom.
You can have the rest, right? I don't want it.
What?
Who lives here? Mom, what? There's a panel. Yes. Who lives here? I don't know. Because they could post me on you. How long did it come in? Who lives here? I can't. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't get your hands too cold because I get in the swimming pool. Then I get cold.
Alright, what would you like to do now?
That's perfect.
Perfect. What was You got yours? No. Yeah. You weren't ready. What? You want flavor? Just the first one in there.
Andy!
What's up?
Sydney, we're going to have your back in all these pictures.
I know. Sorry, where's my hair?
There should be a little bathroom right here at the end here, or otherwise in the new house.
Hi.
There's one in that room. In that house there.
There has been one in here, I don't know if it's still there. Go in this door over here, hon.
Here, kitty.
This side
This
door
one over here.
Take you right in. Marcus! Marcus!
Polly, looking in her back. Close it. Close it.
You can go in.
Auntie, you come back here with your food.
Hey! Get out there. That's not very good if you can't get it.
vacation. Everybody's gone this month. Barry's got back to France, and I got a postcard, another postcard from France, another one to his brother and his sister in France, one going to Denmark.
Where do we can go? Canada and Mexico?
Yeah.
Mexico right now is the place to go.
Yeah, it's expensive. But you know, they really do go. They have to have big vacations. But you know, I think they're so close together. They really feel they have to be out.
I just think of how much there is in this whole country that I haven't even seen. Don't even get close to seeing. I wanted to find one in Washington. You can go see all the, museums and things there. But every time you find it there, there's always one in LA or San Francisco. The boss isn't about to send it to buy. Oh, they told all the kids I wasn't here. No, I really didn't know. If I had known that, I would not have done it. They're coming on Saturday, and I put them on the bus in Gilroy. I like to drive over. I don't like to drive. I just told them. They just don't feel like they have to change. It's crazy, and it's San Jose. They're supposed to be in the Gilroy. There's a directory. That's only $8 a piece. And you can't even run a tank of gas. You know that? And I have to come back by myself. And all you can do. 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours drive. All right, do you want us to drive down? I just don't want to go. I just haven't think about it. I know you're nervous about it.
That was right.
The kids were real good for the last 15 minutes. We got a lesson. They wanted to arm wrestle. Big guy. We got a arm wrestle. I don't know who takes it anyway. It's going to be a good football. We've got every type of coordination. So they can football team easily. They go by what grade you were in or what grade you're going into. So I wonder if you could have graduated.
I think you just got out of it. Way out there.
What are the Adams boys? You gotta have 2 kids for a teeter totter, don't you? Get on the other side.
Way out! Nope.
I think we lost all our kids. That is actual water. I'm not ready for it. I'm not going in. That's why I went in. I don't like that. I was brought up
Come on, Dad, what's your restroom?
over there in Bishop.
Hey, how far is it?
The water came from the top here. So they had to cool the water before you could swim in it. Oh, brother.
What's it, Pepper?
with a pile of clay using your hands. You have to share it. I haven't got enough for everybody to have their own. So I have to share the clay.
Just always have to do it when I play in kindergarten. Have to warm it up.
Yeah, you know, it's got to get real nice and warm before you can do much with it.
I know, we did it in kindergarten. First day of school. Every kid had to do it. It's hard to.
What can you create? Do more with it, right?
What's the matter, Patrick?
Whole lump.
I think
You guys want to have some clay?
Is that Becky behind Patrick? And Dana? Let's see. I know that's a Nyman.
Karen.
Karen.
What are you making? A go-kart.
And then we have Andy over here.
No, first Dan.
Oh, Daniel, I forgot him. And Bradford, I'm sorry. There.
Go kart.
Now you've all been working with clay, just like it says in the Bible that God was like a potter and took clay and made things, made people like us. And each of us is different. And we can't say to God, make me like this or make me like that. God makes us what He wants us to be.
Is it?
But there's one thing kind of different, you know? When we take clay like this, what have we made? Well, I made a bird, but it's not a real bird. But if you look at Brad's man, it's not a real man. It's just, it looks like a man. It's made out of clay, but it's not real. And Kelly made a snail. But see the snail? It's not a real snail. It looks like a snail, but it's not a real one. And Tracy, what did you make? And that's kind of the difference between God and us. When God makes things, they're for real. God can make things that are real, that have life. We can't make real things.
There's Tracy. Yeah, he's counting his money.
Hey, it came out just right.
Perfect.
Perfect. I'm bad to lose things.
Bad to lose what?
Mommy, here you go.
Otherwise, spinning with a
Freezer! Freezer! Freezer!
Where are we sitting, Martha?
Danny! You just pushed me down. I know. I'll get you back, Danny. You better wind it. I'm going to get you back. You guys all have to wait for me.
There's Daniel Johnson on ice. And there's Susie Van Volken. Here she has Becky and Karen Nyman. Here comes Dana Ramus. We are at the Oak Park Ice Rink in Stockton for our summer ministries. There's Patrick Sparks. Bradley comes in too fast. Bradford. Sorry about that.
Andy, you're going the wrong way.
That's Hans Barkhouse, and there's Susie again.
And she's got on her arm now Tracy. If we can see Tracy. And there we have Lee Barkhausen with Lace.
She made it around once, not falling down. Now I gotta take Tracy. She's gonna follow us.
I can open it up.
Yeah, I told her over there, otherwise they can't. Probably do that. But if they go along the side, they get pretty good. Kelly's never been. She's doing great. She likes sports.
Kills.
And there's Trisha Peterson. There's Daniel Barkhausen. Oops. With Andy Postma.
How you doing, ladies? Having fun?
She's doing real good. There goes Humphrey off on his own. I just realized that. Now he's catching himself.
off.
This is liturgical dancing.
Say it louder, Dan.
Something that actually rolls. Andy, come on, let's swim back here. That's not there for one thing. No, she is. The legs are big. My feet are big. Watch this up. Watch.
Fell down.
Okay.
It's the first time.
I can't do it. Come on, make a turn now. Camera's on only you. There you go. Too far.
I'm waiting for him to fall down.
gal that was out there, one of the people that watch after that young rep, she came over and told me to stop, and she pulled my cuffs up once.
You see what your son's doing out out there, Kathy?
My feet are bad. Some weight, Mom, so you can get out there and enjoy this. You know that? Where's your skates? Whose skates are these? Huh? Okay, can I turtle that? It's time for the others to come in.
They take some shortcut.
Shall I tell them all to come in? Isn't it 10 minutes? Yeah.
What are we going to talk about today? You don't know, huh? And you better listen a little better, okay? We're going to talk about color, okay? Blake? Okay, let's, I'm going to do a little thing right here, and I want everybody to look and see what happens with the colors.
Misty, it's already colored up there, 2 rainbows.
Up where?
Up.
Up on this ceiling. I tried to do it this prism. Couldn't get it to do that. But, okay, let's see if this will work. What color is that?
Yellow. Yellow.
Okay.
Brown. What's kind of yellow? Yellow. We need them. Who's going to be against us?
My fingers are teeth. Is that Jennifer? And NATO? No, Nicholas. Is that Casey and Herman? Casey. Kellyanne, what are you doing? And Daniel? And NATO. There's Nate.
Back there, and there's a big trench behind that.
And who is that? Brett? Yeah, there's Jason.
You learned how to whistle, didn't you? I got my GE, and hers has been busted, I bet 4 years. And mine is as old as Herman.
Mom. And Hansi, are you going to turn around? Hi. Where did Kevin go? There's Kevin. Hi. And of course, Susie is mother.
Will you hold up a little bit better? You guys sit by each other. Okay, can you show us your picture? You want to show us yours? You don't want to show us yours? Can I show yours? Is this yours? This one yours? Okay, look at the pretty colors here. Nick, you want to show us your picture? What kind of car is that? Oh, good. Okay, Casey, why don't you show us yours? What are some of your colors? It's like the same colors.
Orange, purple, blue, green and purple, and black.
Okay. Dan, you want to hold up Kevin?
Where's Kevin's?
Oh, I guess it went away.
I know where it is. Kevin, where's your artwork? Come on.
Everybody,
I'll give you Kevin's.
tell us about your colors.
Kevin's mom.
What colors did you use? All the colors. Is that the right order in the rainbow? The purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red? Is that right? Sure, it's pretty. Good combination.
This Kevin's used. Dark purple, orange, blue, green, yellow.
I like the way those kind of flow. They fly, you know. Why don't you show us yours, Kelly?
Kevin. Give it to Kevin. I got a sky, a blue sky, and I got colors, and a blue mountain, and a yellow sun.
That looks like a happy picture for me. Got lots of pretty colors. Hey Nathan, you want to show us yours? Can I hold it up so everybody can see it from here? Or do you want to stand up? Which one of those colors is your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink is, huh? Okay, great, thank you. Want to show us yours? Can I show it to everybody? Let me see yours then. Those are pretty colors all together. Okay, I want to talk to you about what we just did. Did everyone use their favorite color?
Yeah. I did.
Anybody that didn't use their favorite color?
Okay, let's see you throw it.
too, Ruth.
Oh.
Dan, you've been here before.
Like the rope that I have. I'll give it away.
There's none in here, honey. Hunty down. Yes, I saw that.
It's not real.
Where are we? What are we going to see? It's the Morrison Planetarium. Okay.
It's a nice place to rest, though, isn't it? Chairs lean back, and you can rest. After that 1 block walk someday,
Look at him.
style.
Wow. Did you have your 2 meat sandwiches, babe?
Is he really going to do that?
Probably. Herman? He's buying for us.
It is kind of cool.
What are you doing? Jonathan?
He's doing it.
No, he's just screaming now.
Looks like Jesus is discovered
Oh, we'll have to show this to Virgil.
Why? Think he'd get jealous?
Did Christy get after that guy?
What guy? No. I told him we moved. That's like a steal.
When he started shoving around on you?
He was shoving me, I shoved him back.
Actually, that was good, Casey. You could have had a fight and you didn't. And that's good.
He did start getting pushy, though.
One push Nicholson on. He said he could beat us two at the same time. Us two? Me and you. I know. Cool.
Herman's a killer.
What? You get that know the right place to punch. Kids can do that. That guy.
I'm going to have to get Ken.
Know the right
captions
places.
on these things.
Even a little baby came up.
Captions on these things. There's some more people standing in my way.
Oh, sorry. Yum, yum, yum.
What's he going to do? Oh, look at him.
Ken! He's like a little kid performing for the camera. It's just in the chicken. They ate right out of that pan. Cake pan.
I'm teaching kids bad manners, you know that?
Kids are doing it now. Oh gosh, he's gonna do a nose dive in that dirt.
I hope he does.
I can't guarantee if this is very still, I'm laughing.
We gotta sing happy birthday to Hansi or something, huh?
That couple are standing right smack in the way.
Another little kid is fighting.
Well, Nate just came down another level. We got Tracy and Trisha. Are they the ones that are teeter totters? Go back and get the other tray.
Hey, don't step on his blanket.
Is Danny gonna get the other tray for you? Anybody else want a cupcake?
Yes, I want a cupcake.
These are smashed.
Yeah.
Danny, I said you can't.
Hey.
The other day, Maya. Only the big one.
The other, take the other tray.
Oh man, these look good. Did you help make them?
He said only the big one.
My goodness.
What happened?
To you. Happy birthday to you.
Where are you, Hansi?
Happy birthday, dear Hansi. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Come on, Hansi.
Yeah.
Scary. I don't like going out in the ocean. That's my personal thing. But do you think you'd be scared if you were out in the ocean and your boat was rocking really a lot and you thought that it might tip over and you looked up and there were great big waves here? How many people have been to the ocean and seen the big waves out in the ocean? Yeah. Sometimes even could be a shark out there if your boat tipped over. Ooh, goodness. And what about even out on the lake sometimes the water starts getting rough towards the end of the afternoon. A lot of people don't want to go water skiing because it just gets too choppy. I'm going to read you this story. Jesus got into the boat. Jesus' friends got into the boat. Splash went the little waves. Splash, splash. Sometimes there's just little waves.
Yeah, that's right.
Somebody living on water.
What do you mean? I'm gonna make a house. What do you make it?
A houseboat? It looks like a houseboat. Look, pretty blue water. Way up.
The water is very cold.
I forgot how the tail goes.
It goes. I know. It goes like this.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Good job.
Black one.
Black one have to be.
That's a whale.
You know how I
No, you're supposed to go like this.
body a little bit longer. I got dark blue.
I'm feeling dark blue.
What color was Jordan?
He can make my wheel.
Pilot, co-pilot.
I can hear you. Let's go, Daddy. Underwater. I'd like to play my game. Sure. This is fun. Boy, and look out.
Tracy, there's your mom with your earplugs.
You need to go with your earplugs. Say hi to Marsha. Hi, Marsha.